Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. I'm realizing as I'm turning this on, my TV's still a little loud. There we go. And so is Pixie. Pixie is also a little loud. I hope everybody had a fantabulous weekend. I know I did. Ish. I had to work, so it was kind of eh. But the holidays came and went, and I was all set. So today we are still working on 939 on this page. Mini goals 300 stitches because it's block color, and secondary mini goal is to get this area all filled in, which I feel we can do, but I like setting it as a goal. I'm working on May's present today. I'm gonna hopefully get that done since it's just a baby dragon. It's gonna be the baby fairy dragon. It's gonna be a combination of meadow dragon and baby dragon, two different creators, one dragon. So that's what May's gift will be. I'll start showing it off once I get closer to it being done. Because I just got to the bend of the head before stream started. And hello, Hutchie. Oh, we need to make sure that you don't go through daylight savings because I miss you so much. your weird late night visits. Oh, spring is slowly working its way here. Lots to do today. I'm hoping to at least get one or two of them done. It's swapping over my car, putting on its studs, or taking off its studs and putting on its summer tires because guys, I adulted. I remembered to adult and I went out and I got the good tires put on the rims and I got rid of the crappy tires. I did it. That was my epic adulting. Unfortunately, it was awfully expensive. 4 tires was $152, but that also includes getting rid of them properly. But yeah, that was a bit of an expense, and I am sorry that you hurt. Hurting is not fun. Ugh. My meds haven't kicked in fully yet, so I'm like exhausted. Very close to how I was feeling Friday is what it is, but not as tired. Like Friday I could barely keep my eyes open. I got my soffits all shop backed out. And I'm working on finding scrap to create the barrier wall that I need to build within my attic system. I've been taking out mouse poop, all kinds of like just shit, scrap wood. Yeah, it's cleaning out the soffits has just like been awful. I need to find if I have spare screen because I actually do not have vented. I do not have vented soffits, so I need to put some small holes in my soffits so I can vent them properly and put screen over them so critters cannot get in. then I need to get like 50 cans of spray foam. But since I've been watching a series, this young lady, um, goodness knows she could be my age, but she very, very cool young lady. She's in North Dakota, so the climates are the same. She bought a house for $1, and she's been fixing it up, and I'm like I'm actually up to date on her. She's still working on fixing it, and I'm up to date, which is a rarity. Uh, but for my attic space, for what's going to become the stream space, I am working on, like, because I don't want to bring drywall up my attic stairs currently. I don't want to bring drywall up my normal stairs. So I'm trying to figure out alternatives to insulating and insulating properly, and then having a wall covering that also provides a level of insulation. So I am going to be utilizing pine sheathing, essentially, D-board, whatever you want to call it. It's tongue and groove. It's white pine. It's not anything amazingly spectacularly expensive, but at the same time, it's something that I can afford. and the beauty with white pine is I can paint it, because I don't want I want like a bohemian, dark, mysterious vibe. Like, I like the dark blue that's in this room. I like my dark colors. And if I need light, I have more than enough light. But I want my streamy space to be darker. Like, everyone's like, oh no, you want bright white, great streaming. No. I'm a creature of the darkness. I want it to be dark. I want it to be mysterious. I am a feral goblin dragon. And that's what my crafting space and my stream space is going to be. And so I don't know, like, it's not going to be black or anything like that, but it's not going to be white. That is like my only thing, is it's not going to be white. I do like the natural pine color, so I'm probably going to bring that idea to the rest of my crafting area as I build it, is the tongue and groove, because it's just lighter to get up the stairs. It is boring. But after last night, I still have a lot of, like, cleaning to do. I plan on fixing the insulation that is currently the ceiling of the room that I'm in. Fixing the flooring that's up there, like, making it very safe and secure. But I'm starting off with baby steps, and I'm so proud of myself. Last night, I was tired, but I had energy. And that's what really sucks a lot about my entire existence, is I will have energy to do things, but my body tells me to go fuck the fuck off. And so that is why I do so many crafts, is because my body is just so tired, and my brain is just going. It's so loud. It's so intense. So that's why I do a lot of arts and crafts, is my body will let me sit still and do arts and crafts. I really want to be out in the backyard working on my landscaping stairs, hardscaping my packed clay hill of a backyard. But my body will let me do that for a whole 15 minutes before it goes, oh, whoops, your sugar crashed. So that is my life in a nutshell. Actually, I'm feeling inspired. This is this is the start of the head of the baby fairy dragon. This is the color. It's going to be light pink, and its wings, um, and accent colors are going to be um either a dark pink, which I have, overall off. It's still on the pegboard. I can't pull it up right now. Or like lilo blue. Like those are the two colors that are going to complement the fairy dragon. Um, I saw some more pictures of meadow dragons that I want to really try out. But yeah, I've been I've been hard at work trying to clean and organize the space that's going to become the new stream space. I've been trying to do it in a fashion that doesn't kill me because it's rough sometimes. Um, I've gotten a good portion clipped out. Like I've been using cement nibs, cement clippers to clip the nibs of the nails that are coming down through the roof. If it means that some of the asphalt tiles slide off the roof, that's fine because I have a gap in my metal roof. This is what's frustrating. Is so there's my house, there's its roof, and I think there are easily 3 or 4 layers of shingles on my roof currently, which was not helping its ventilation at all. And then all the insulation was just packed right into the soffits. So those are starting to mold and get ucky, and the air quality in the house. It's probably why the air quality in my house was just so stale and stagnant. It was just ugh. I'm even with the small bit that I've done, I'm noticing in this room that the air is a bit better. I know it sounds weird, but getting the baffles put in, getting them all clipped, like making taking care of that, and the house is mad at me. House is madder than fuck at me because I'm essentially cleaning the undercarriage. Uh, but that's my my little downtime goals is to, okay, I need to cut a piece of foam insulation and block this area. It's getting rid of a lot of mice. It's getting rid of a lot of pests. Cleaning up after a lot of those things too. And it's keeping me busy. And I'm trying to do it before it gets too hot so that there's a little bit of climate control. Um, I know I can get the angle walls all set up and stuff like that. And since Temu has gotten way more expensive, and I have to use my my existing craft supplies, and rest assured, folks, I am not lacking in craft supplies by any stretch of anybody's imagination. I'm not. So, don't worry. Um, I'm spending my do re mi on fixing bits and pieces of the house, which honestly I should have been doing anyway, but I finally found the security and the stability to move forward with that kind of stuff. Even though after every time I clean out a space, I'm checking to make sure I'm doing it right. I have learned. So the lady's name is Tia Weston, and it's her $1 house series. Totally suggest it if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're just kind of looking for ideas, because while yes, she does things in much larger chunks than I do. It is nice to see someone taking it baby projects. There are a lot of contractor vans driving down my road today. I figure they're starting to gear up to finish out the houses that they're working on behind me. But I've learned a lot about like potentially leveling parts of my house, because up in the attic, if I can't get the basement totally fixed, and I'm not sure that it's gonna happen, over where I need it to, but learning how to appropriately level it out is something that's really, really kind of important to me, because I do want level floors. And mind you, while the floor I'm on is actually much more level than it normally is, which I'm not rolling backwards. Maybe all my work is actually doing something. And having a just in case I get all that work done and it still hasn't fixed the issue in the part of the house where my craft room is going to be, I know how to remedy it. Oh my goodness. But my outside and my inside projects are just baby steps. Like I literally, for the entire summer, I have the goal of getting that one wall that I'm currently working on all set. I want to, by the time I want to say October rolls around, I want to be able to have and use my storage up there. I want to have the wheels or the drawers built in, and I want to have everything insulated properly and finished off. Maybe not painted, but just finished off so I can store stuff and it looks good. And I've already planned out a doggo nook, because it's just so many weird angles in my house. I love doing stuff like that. Like I love the planning. For me, for me, what gets in the way and probably gets in most everybody's way is paying for it. So that's why I'm taking baby steps. Like, okay, so I'm gonna baby step. I'm gonna get it all cleaned out. I'm gonna get all of the nails clipped so they don't destroy the things that I'm putting in. I'm gonna get all of that set up. I'm gonna use the scraps that I have in my house, for what I can to build the barrier walls. I'm gonna buy the $10 can of spray foam and get all of that all set and ready to go. Then I'm gonna buy the foam board insulation and get that all set up and in place and spray foam, because I'm doing poor man's spray foam. I know. And then I'm getting, I don't want to say I'm being cheap about it, but I'm gonna get instead of getting like the 3-inch thick stuff that I use for the outside of my house, that is, it's a 4x8 board, and it's R10. Now my walls in my house have R19, with the drywall and like that level of R value, and I'm putting another 10 on the outside. So, but for right now, I'm gonna do the R value of, I'm gonna buy the folding fans and maybe do an R value of 15 in the ceilings. Is it perfect? No. but it will stop a lot of drafts, which is the name of the game. Stop the draft. Um, and so that, because when I'm streaming, I don't need it 50 billion degrees in my stream room. Honestly, I probably could have moved up there ages ago and just had a little space heater running for stream time. But it was a hot mess. It still is a hot mess. It is not inhabitable right now. But I'm hoping to get it there. And it's never gonna be like coded properly for like a bedroom. It will always be considered like a reading nook or a closet or something like that because its ceilings aren't 8 feet. And mind you, while it is in the attic and the codes are different for the attic, the roof is gonna the ceiling's gonna cap out at 6 feet, and poor husband creature's gonna have to duck down if he wants to get in. See, that's why, like, if I want like workspace or anything like that, I get the basement because the basement is too short for husband creature. And and I'm trying to lift. I am trying to lift the basement up to be high enough for husband creature. It just takes a phenomenal amount of work. It either takes a lot of sweat equity, which I'm willing to pay, a little bit of money and a lot of sweat equity, or a lot of money and not so much sweat equity, because I could have contractors come in with a hydraulic lift and they could lift my house a lot easier, but that's going to be a lot more expensive. And it's one of the reasons I'm not totally finishing the house. Like, my finishes aren't expensive finished, because once I get the house moving, things are going to pop, snap, and crack, and I'm going to have to fix it anyway. To have the area of my house that I need to have lifted, it would cost approximately $70,000. And that is almost as much as I paid for the house, so fuck that noise. Or as much as I am paying for the house. Now, if this were a big house, well, bigger house, I'd think about it. But right now, the problem can be solved with 2 post jacks and time. Yeah. Well, they would have to dig out my foundation, run an I-beam up underneath the house, and then lift with that. They'd have to run a steel beam the length of my house, which is 70 feet, and then lift it all simultaneously on both sides to get it to where they wanted. And then they'd have to adjust individually, like, to get it all level and whatnot. So yeah, it's a process, and there's not a whole lot of people who do it up here. It's almost as bad as just moving your house. And that's the fun thing with $1 houses. Like, a lot of the houses you see for sale, $1, you must be responsible for moving it. And the reasoning for that is they know how expensive it is to move a house. So getting the house sold for $1 is nothing to them. Yeah, the buyer still has to pay to move it. but baby steps. Like I'm the goals for this summer are inside, at least for me, inside the one wall in the attic. Outside, uh, stairs up to my back deck, and to secure my addition so that it doesn't keep going up and going down because it has a bad sill. Mhm. Ah, I could talk about fixing my house for hours. I love dreaming, and I do like working on it. I don't get the span of time that I always need, or the motivation at the same time. I have the time, and sometimes I just force myself because I know I want it done. And I think that's one of my secret hacks with my ADHD is, even if my brain is like, no, I don't want to do this, fuck you. Um, I I have enough stubborn to override that brain fuck you. And yeah, it does leave me a little tired when I have to do that. But I get over it, and I do it, and I feel better after. It's kind of like going to the gym. I love the feeling of after I'm done doing my exercise. It's getting to the gym to get that exercise done. And with fixing my house, I don't need to go to the gym because it's like crunches and squats and burpees and mountain crawls. Like my house like runs me through my paces. Oh, how long was I disconnected? Okay, not long. Yeah, it's the and back part that I worry about because sometimes I don't notice the oops. Mind you, I I talk to myself, so that's all good. But oh gosh darn it. Okay. It says I have all the bars. Okay. Okay. I guess it's just that time of day where all the house sprites are angry. I was just talking about how I confused myself essentially, but none of us should be at all surprised that I managed to confuse myself. Oh, before I forget, I will not be here tomorrow, and Wednesday is my normal day off, so I won't be here Wednesday. I'm having eye work done, so that's always fun and exciting. So tomorrow, no stream. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Peg, you're fine. No, you're fine. But yeah, so today, after stream plans, swap over the tires on my car. Gotta go food shopping because I have no drinkies. I'm not a huge fan of just plain water, so I either have like squeezy stuff or I have the fizzy water. But I have nothing. Hello, dragon. I'm glad that you're awake, but that is not a requirement. It's much like Hutchimum. I love that Hutchie is here, but I understand that I'm on during her sleepy time. So ugh. Well, I'm glad that you'll be asleep shortly. It's insane. I need to respond. So I don't appreciate recruiters. And I got a recruiting message today. And I'm being polite, but I'm sending them well, if you want me to apply to a job, please send me the job listing so I can make sure that I'm qualified. Chances are they're just scams. There. Mm-hmm. Wonder how many stitches I've done. I haven't hit my checkbox yet, but I'm getting ready to. My thread's almost run out, so. So this weekend I was able to. I didn't really do a lot of crocheting this weekend. I did not, because I worked. I didn't do a whole lot of anything this weekend. But I did work on call dance a little bit. Like I worked on the smaller colors, like the fill-in colors that you don't notice how cool their addition is until they're actually in there. So I worked on some of those on Friday. I need to remember to fill out my application on Thursday for the craft fair I want to attend in June, because the deadline is the 30th. I have to fill out the application, and I have to go and get the money to drop it off. That is my Thursday after stream adventure. Okay, so I have changed out my string. Oh my goodness, my face itches. One of my goals with my house and the ventilation and whatnot is legitimately so that I can not so my face doesn't get clogged all the time, would be the best way to put it. Because the attic is just atrocious, to be completely honest. Like I go up there and I have a headache and my respiratory system just burns because I'm allergic to the stuff that's up there. And as I'm taking it out, my face gets less clogged. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you for visiting. Thursday, I'll be on a little earlier. How are you today, Miss Dragon? I am all set. Is it vacation week for you guys? I have been I have been out of the loop. I've been a bad friend. I know it's Easter Monday, so I know. Okay, yeah. Up here, up here it's April vacation, so. And it's actually sunny today. I'm putting vets on simultaneously after 20 minutes. They would bawl their eyes out. Pixie, no, lay down, please. Oh, the new guy that I've been training the past, because he only works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it's funny. So last week I got to train him Monday and Tuesday, and then this week I got him last night, and I get him tomorrow because those just my days off are weird. And he works with kids with behavioral issues. Um, and I've told my boss, I'm like, he is very confident, but he's cautious. And I'm super grateful that husband creature followed me last night because he made an annoyance. He didn't make a mistake. He accidentally put someone else's meds in the wrong spot. So I get to talk to him about that tomorrow. But husband creature is not a dick about it. He sent me a message, hey, just so you know, this happened, which is fantastic because anybody else would have just had a shit fit. Um, but he works with kids, and we were talking about, because I mean, when you're in my line of work, no matter how deep you're in, you are still spending more time with the people within the facility than most of their family, than most of their doctors, than most of their specialists, than their caseworkers. You are spending more time with these people than they are. And we were talking about how no one listens to us. Because it's like, well, you're not their family. You don't have any say. And it's like, I spend more time with your grandma than you do. And and the new guy was telling me how he spends 80 hours, 90 hours with kids, and the clinicians come in for 2 hours every month and make all these choices and changes without knowing the finer details of the kiddos they are making changes. I mean, luckily where I work, the most of the residents have the wherewithal to say no. Um, Another another fun thing last night. So last night was Easter Sunday. A lot of our residents were out with their families, which I think is phenomenal and awesome and should happen all the time because when they come home from visiting their families, they are tired. They go right to sleep. There were no bells last night. It was very quiet. And so one of the residents who had gone out with his family a little earlier was trying to pester the chef as he was plating dinner, which is a big no-no. There's so much no in the we do not bother the food service people while they are plating up dinner that I was like, hey, knock it off. Um, and this gentleman willfully ignores women. So I had to whip out my big girl voice and tell him to knock it off. And my big girl voice has the downside of making people feel bad about themselves. I didn't use any bad words. I was not mean. I said, hey, you can't do that right now in my big girl voice. And he's like, well, I hate myself. I need too much and I'm too pushy. And me being me, in my brain, I'm going, well, if you want to change these things, you're the only one who can do this. And I'm trying to get it out of my mouth without sounding like a complete and utter cunt, which nothing got out of my mouth. Rest assured, folks, nothing got out of my mouth. But my coworker who has similar attitudes to me, but she's played this game a little bit longer, so she actually knows how to translate and make things nice. I keep my coworkers around for translation because they know what's going on in my brain, but they say it nicer. so, so she's like, no, we don't need to think like that. It was a little mistake. Let's move on with our day. And it was just so funny. And I got one of the best compliments. Like, and yes, I'm gonna start with. I know I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but this guy's one of my favorites. He's like, the new guy, and I, we've worked a couple shifts together. He understands that I'm just a smartass. So we're going to this one guy's room, and he goes, "Oh no, she's training you. You best watch out." And I laugh and I went, "I thought you said you were going to behave." And he just laughs. And then he as I'm turning around walking, and he leans in real close to the new guy and goes, no, you're really in good hands. She's really awesome. And because I have supersonic hearing, I caught it, but I don't think I was supposed to. But I still felt really warm and fuzzy after that because that means a lot to me. I try really hard, and I try to make sure everybody feels like they're cared for, even if they're not my favorite person. I want them to feel cared for. And that made me all nice and fuzzy. I can hear Jules's hold music. Please hold. My child is insane. Currently trying to peel her off the ceiling. Thank you. Have a nice day. Mm-hmm. I never hit my check mark. Oh well. Once I'm done this area, I'll figure out how many stitches I did. Pretty sure this area will cover the 300 stitch goal if I get to it. And I think I will. Because I'm so close. I'm closing in. But I still have, like, even though I have this area, I still have all of this area that is to be filled in. We're closing in on a page finish, legitimately, guys. Like, we are really closing in on another page. If I wanted to push, could say by the end of May, getting a page done. That would be fantastic. And I might go for that push. Mhm. Oops. Oh, husband creature must be waking up. Guys, enough. Cesar, OPA. You're Pixie. No crying. Lay down. Pixie, we don't need the crying man. Hmm? Pixie, couche. Couche. Someone is trying to reach out to me about my car's extended warranty. Today might be one of those days where after I'm done streaming, I answer my phone calls. Those are always fun days. It's almost lilac season. That makes me happy. Oh, oh. I missed a call and they left me a voicemail. My second voicemail today that I haven't listened to yet because I've been streaming. And neither of them are from anywhere that I think I've actually reached out to. All the books. Is there any way like you can ask to defer them? Like like here at the Bangor Library, yeah, you can make your wish list, but I mean, you can have it on a list and they'll tell you when it's available. But if it's not available and you don't, or if it's available and you don't want it at this point in time, you can just be like, no, 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 don't want it right now. Keep it on the wish list. I have a mountain of books already. One of my scrap projects is doing a built-in for husband creature for his to be read. It's going to be a built-in shelf for him. Okay. Okay. I have this space left for 939 in this area. Can we get it done? Can we get it done? I'm not going to hit my check mark because I don't have to. It's just solid color all the way down. So I'm going to see how many stitches were in just this one block that I'm finishing up. uh, well, you might have to put some of the others on hold. I don't know. My brain has started to be transitioning over to a reading kick, so I'm probably going to be uh, cleaning up and getting caught up with Butcher here soon, because I can go out on my deck in my backyard and just kind of chillax and read. I need to get the um, my little back deck setup going on. Bangor also has a digital, like you can borrow the books digitally, like you could Kindle rent them, and then they will yoink it away from you after you're done, or after your 2 weeks is up, kind of thing, which I think is cool. Don't have to worry about returning it. They just shut your book off. Mm-hmm. Getting down to less than 20 span. Oh yeah, that's true. You can do it. Whew. For me is like I can literally see the library from my house. I can see the library from my house. Do you think I go there? No. But I also cycle through. Like I used to go there like when my house was full of 8 adults, and I was not I the library, I went there once a week, and I just stayed there. It was nice. I got to read. Cardinals are right outside. I'm hoping they're building their nests. And I hope they build them nearby. Hmm. Are they getting any better now that day is on days? Mm-hmm. Ah, the meds are kicking in. It makes me feel good. This takes that weight off the back of my eyes. That like makes me tired. That's the best way to describe like when everything is kicking in, is like the urge to shut my eyes is just lifted. Wow. Get those magnet locks for drawers. They stay locked unless you have the magnet. Get a fingerprint get a fingerprint uh for the bathroom door. Get a fingerprint lock. Water go down the hole. And if you catch the reference, you are my people. Had the new guy rolling because we were talking about our mutual dislike of elevators. And I went, elevator, go down the hole. Elevator, stop. And he just cracked up. I'm working one of my off goals for when I'm tired today, because it's inevitably going to happen. Is I have the fairy dragon for May's presents that I'm working on. The butterfly dragon. Okay, we're back. And my God,